Hello and welcome to Slashers Crypt here, and welcome back to my channel. Now for today's video, we have some unfortunate news to talk about in this video, plus some extra stuff because, well, I felt like this video would be too short if I just talked about one topic here, and it doesn't really take up that much time. So I thought a second topic would do. So with that said, let's get into this video. So I got word that the Chucky TV series will be delayed. 3C Films showed this tweet from this Twitter account by name of Geek Vibe Nation, and I'm not too sure how reliable these people are or whoever runs this account, because for all I know, this could be just like some person that's like making up shit and just passing it on as real news, because we saw this with We Got This Covered with the Child's Play remake, and that was totally false. So this could very well be fake news, but I'm going to give them a benefit of the doubt for now, because 3C Films does in fact trust these people and uses their tweets in his videos. So I'm just going to give them benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to read what their tweet says. So I read and I quote, "Sci-Fi's Chucky series has shifted production from May to July in Toronto. Filming is expected to wrap around November." So what that means is filming is getting pushed back a couple months, and well, this could result in the filming for the series actually finishing in November. Now, how shows usually work that aren't Netflix shows is they'll get most of the filming done, and then they'll put together most of the episodes, and by the time they get to a certain point, they'll be still filming most of the show. So let's say they're filming episode 8 and they're on like episode 2 or 3, and they're showing that. By the time they get to episode 8, the full series will be done and the filming will all be done all together. So they get most of it done, and then they show off what they can, and by the time they get to a certain point, the whole series will be done. So there's still a chance that this series can premiere in 2020, but there's still a chance that it can premiere in 2021. We'll just have to see what exactly happens there. And I'm just dying to hear more news on this series, because, well, word is out that there was a series order from Sci-Fi, and a pilot episode of this series may be out there somewhere. And then plus there's also word that the script was leaked for this series as well. And I'm not sure how true that is, but I did in fact hear it, and I saw screenshots, but for all I know, those could be faked. I'm overall just looking forward to hearing more about this series and seeing it finally, because they're keeping it so under wraps about this series that I'm barely able to even talk about it in videos, because they keep it so contained and they don't let much out about it. So I'm just here waiting to see what they'll do for this series. But what do you guys think of this? Are you guys bummed? Are you guys happy because maybe them pushing it back could have a good cause out of it? What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. Now on to the second thing to talk about. Apparently James Wan is developing a new Universal Monsters film, and well, I'm here to read some articles about this for you guys. So with that said, let's get into this. I read and I quote, "With the success of Universal and Blumhouse's The Visible Man," which by the way, I saw that in theaters. It was great. I heard a lot of good stuff about it. I was like, okay, I'll go check it out. Had to watch it alone, but I did in fact enjoy that and thought it was great. But anyways, it will likely have made $50 million domestic soon on a mere $7 million budget. It looks like the studio is looking to reboot another one of their classic monsters. According to the Hollywood Reporter, Universal is developing a new monster film from producer James Wan, the man behind Saw, The Conjuring, and Insidious, but don't forget he did Dead Silence, will be writing the as yet untitled film with Supernatural's Robbie Thompson. He won't be directing this one, however, just producing. We don't know which one of the classic monsters it's gonna be just yet, but according to the original report, this new movie will take its cues from Universal's classic monster legacy and shines it through a modern prism, with shades of Disturbia. That's a good fucking movie, by the way. The story will focus on a group of teens who discover that a neighbor is building a monster in his basement. Of course, the monster will get loose and no doubt terrorize the neighborhood. Sure sounds like a modern day Frankenstein to me. Well, yeah, of course it does. This has Frankenstein written all over it, and it sounds fucking great. Disturbia is a great film, and I like how they compared this idea to Disturbia, because I do in fact enjoy that film, and if they did it in this kind of style, I would so be down to watch this. This would be so cool. Making Frankenstein more modern in the way that they'd be doing it here sounds amazing. But let's continue. Among these planned classic monster films is one for Rockman's Dexter Fletcher, who is teaming up with The Walking Dead's Robert Kirkman for a film centered around Dracula's loyal bug-eating lackey Renfield. Paul Feig, meanwhile, is looking to do a monster mashup called Dark Army. That one sounds like it's in the vein of the 80s classic Monster Squad. Yeah, it really does, but it sounds really interesting. I can't wait to hear more about that one. By the way, it's so dark. Let me turn on my light. Ah, much better. Anna Elizabeth Banks has been announced as directing The Invisible Woman. Whether or not that's meant to tie into The Invisible Man remains a mystery, but it would seem strange if it isn't at all, given that latter's great success, despite their insistence that these movies remain in their own worlds. So this sounds really interesting. I'm glad that I'm talking about it here. My friend Ed recommended me talking about this, because I was talking about how there really wasn't much for me to talk about besides the delay in the Chucky TV series. He said, well, how about you talk about this? And it does in fact sound pretty interesting. And I hope they throw in some Chucky references, or it'd be cool if they actually could fit Chucky against Frankenstein in a film too. That'd be pretty fun, because after all, Universal does own Chucky, and it would be cool to see some kind of crossover, some references to Chucky in the Frankenstein film. There's also an article titled "It's Alive. Tom Hardy reportedly cast as Frankenstein's monster in Blumhouse remake." So I guess Tom Hardy will be our Frankenstein. I'll be honest though, I'm not too sure how I feel about Tom Hardy playing Frankenstein. I'd have to see him in makeup in order to know if he'd be a good Frankenstein, and even see how he acts, because at the moment, you know, we don't know how he's going to act as Frankenstein. We don't know how he's going to look as Frankenstein. And knowing all that would be perfect to know if this guy would be a good Frankenstein. If you guys didn't know, Tom Hardy played Bane in The Dark Knight Rises, as well as Eddie Brock in Venom. So Tom Hardy is a good actor. We just have to wait and see how he executes Frankenstein as a character. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Do you guys think Tom Hardy will be a good Frankenstein? What do you guys think of them making a modern day Frankenstein film? And again, what do you guys think of the delay for the Chucky TV show? Does that upset you, or are you glad they're delaying it? Let me know all these things down in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content. And definitely subscribe to Become a Splasher. All social media links and my merch down in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I really hope they don't screw up like they did with the Dark Universe. That Mummy film, even though I haven't seen it, I heard it fucking sucks, and I'm not even gonna bother with that one. So hopefully they don't fuck up again. But I'm out of here, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget guys, to keep on slashing.